When Boogie Nights comes out, people are comparing Paul Thomas Anderson to you. I mean, Roger Ebert said that he was getting the kind of attention no director had had since you. It seems like people are sort of poising you guys to be competitive, but I was wondering, you've been very supportive of this film.
I remember actually Paul got in touch with me because he was doing his big press for Boogie Nights, and like Manohla Dargis was interviewing him for the LA Weekly, and the whole subject was jumping off of me of like a director as rock star. How does that work? And out of the blue, I got this phone call, and it was like, "Hey, I'm Paul Thomas Anderson, and we met once before. You probably don't remember, but everybody's talking to me about you and talking to me about your career, and they're talking about this and that, and it's just they mention you so much that I think it's about time that me and you get to know each other and talk, so we don't have any weirdness about it." And so we got together, and we had some drinks, and we became great friends ever since.
I keep feeling there's this ghost of Burt Reynolds. I mean, I know that you're named after his character in Gunsmoke, that he is so much who Leo's Rick Dalton is based by and inspired by. You cast him as Spawn, and he didn't get a chance to play Spawn.
But it's the last role he ever played, though, because he played George Spawn in the rehearsals that we did. He did a full day of rehearsals, and he played George Spawn at the script reading. So that's actually the last role he ever played.
Gosh, that's sort of a beautiful honor, and I just want to hear what you think about how his character here in Boogie Nights defines what he wants from his career. He says he wants to make a film that is true and right and dramatic.
That's my dream. To make a film that is true and right and dramatic.
Well, I think Burt Reynolds is fantastic in the movie. Me and Paul have talked about this, though. I actually think there's a slight flaw in Boogie Nights, and the flaw in Boogie Nights is the perception of the Burt Reynolds character. Paul can say he's not based on the director Gerard Damiano, who directed Devil and Mrs. Jones and Deep Throat. He is. He obviously is. He looks exactly like him. And Gerard Damiano has a very unique look. Burt Reynolds doesn't look like that. So you actually have to go out of your way to make him look like Gerard Damiano with the gray and black Van Dyke that he wore and the kind of wavy gray hair that he wore. That's not Burt Reynolds' look. That is Gerard Damiano's look. So he went out of his way to make the guy look like his exact double. So you can't say, I didn't mean him to be that guy. Yes, he did.
But do you think that line is honest about being a filmmaker?
Well, no, here's my problem with the film, though. Yes, I do think it's honest about being a filmmaker. But my problem with it, though, is when he makes the cop movie, the porno cop movie, and he's killing himself doing it, and then you see the film looks like a piece of shit. It looks horrible. Believe me, I've seen more porno movies than Paul have because I worked at the porno theater. All right. And I saw a lot of movies crappy like that. But he has the Burt Reynolds character say, I think, he says it in the full-on, moving the close-up in him, I think this is my greatest work yet. I think this is my finest work yet.
This is the best work we've ever done.
It's a real film, Jack.
Gerard Damiano was a better director than that. Gerard Damiano's better footage looked drastically better than that cop crap.
And a filmmaker knows when they made something good.
Yes, exactly. Gerard Damiano was a good enough filmmaker to know the difference between, oh, wow, this is the best movie I've ever done, and no, this one has a little bit of a story. But we still shot it on 16 millimeter, in crappy daylight with no light, and it looks like what it looks like. Burt Reynolds suggests that he's more of a director than that he would know the difference. Gerard Damiano definitely would know the difference, and he's playing Gerard Damiano. So I think it's a cheap line because that character would know that work is not the best work he could possibly do.